Right. So today is going to be a different style of video. We're going to answer some questions from you guys over on the YouTube channel. Specifically, Michelle, don't pronounce your name, it's Michel. Thank you very much for your questions. They entertained me greatly and I can't wait to entertain you with the answers. So, the first one is all about Mr. Jacob Neal, our very expensive paperweight in the office. Why did you hire why Jacob? And so I started the company in my university bedroom, and initially it was me, but then I had this sort of idea of bringing on other students into the business so that I could have some other students in the university with me that would hang out and talk about business. Jacob came up to me at an event and was one of the first people that came in and has been with me since. So yes, Jacob came in purely because of his skill and his mindset, and it was exactly what we needed at that time, and has been a great investment for me here at Avalanche. I'm looking at him right now, that's why I'm saying all this lovely stuff. I'm only joking. So, the next question is all about computers. So a bit different to the last question, which was about people. This one's all about our hardware. So when we first started the company, we didn't buy all the computers right at the beginning. We always knew that we wanted to have like a big array of Macs in the office, but obviously we couldn't afford to go and spend tons and tons of money. We actually tried to get finance on a load and they got rejected. So we had to go save up and buy them one at a time. I think we've now got about 8, so we had to save up and buy them, but obviously a massively good purchase for us. Yes, it added pressure, but no, it wasn't on finance, it was all through capital purchase. Okay, so when is it right to bring a team in for specific roles? So it's a very good question, and one that I think about all the time, and I think what the gurus would tell you is 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It's all bullshit. So I don't know when the right time is. You'll just know when the right time is. When you start to hire people, and you understand when you're hiring people based on their personality, where they fit in the company, they will soon start to mold into a role that will then turn them into that role. So for example, if someone's really good at sales or really good at finance, they'll probably mold into a managerial role, especially in a startup that's full of young people. You can't. In the beginning, you haven't got the money, you haven't got the exposure, and you haven't got the people to say, okay, you're ops, you're sales, you're finance, you're marketing. We don't have that, okay? So everyone's doing everything, and then slowly but surely it starts to pan out and people get specific roles, which is kind of where we're at now. There's between 2 or 3 or 4 people that are doing sort of everything from a managerial perspective, and over time we will make that better. So I hope that answers that question. Next question wasn't from this thread, but Michelle, I hope that answered all your questions. If you have any more, don't hesitate to send them over. How did you get your first client? So I had an easy ride with my first client. My first client was my dad, so it wasn't a huge amount of money, but it got me going and it got me into an understanding, and that's what kind of spurred it, because I didn't really have any idea of what I was doing as a business perspective. He just asked me to help him on social media and pay me some money to do it. It was that client, that first opportunity to get paid for social media work, that really made me create an idea and go for it. So the second client took me 6 months to get, of like networking, grafting. I think what everyone else usually does is go to get some business cards to go networking. I soon figured out that wasn't the right idea, and started to focus on relationships and just getting my name out there as this young gun entrepreneur. And after the edge, I got 1 client. Next one took 3 months. Next one took 2 months, and now we sign 15, 16 clients a month. So it's definitely a compounded process. But don't worry if it does take you a long time to do it in the beginning. And the second. That's the last question now, is when did you first take out money from the business? Now, I'm not going to come sit here and tell you that we made tons of money in the beginning, because it was a lie. I invested everything back in. Bootstrap. And what a bootstrap is a term where you make money and you invest everything back in, and I probably didn't take out money for at least a year. And then I took out some money just to sort of cover my uni costs and what I was doing at uni. But other than that, I only really started taking a salary last year, so a couple of years in really. But it's important to do that. If you've got capital, then go for it, but we didn't have any capital, so we had to just bootstrap it. So yeah, I hope that was insightful. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask them. I'm always happy. I really like this little setup, so I'm going to do this more often and sit here and look all knowledgeable with my books, and Dom staring down at me, making sure I'm on track. So yeah, please, thank you very much for your comments, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't, and we'll see you next time.